to boast about the Lord, the gift that He gave you, how God used that gift in you to help someone else. And the testimony that I have for today, the Lord woke me up really early one day, and He said, I want you to give this one. So this is why I'm here today. And the enemy did not want me to come in today. I overstressed my muscles, my calves. I could barely walk this morning. I had to pray and rebuke whatever was coming up against me. So I'm here today because of God again. His. So one day I was at home reading the scriptures, and I sensed the Lord telling me, begin to study the scriptures on healing. So that's the gift that the Lord gave me, the gift of healing. And then I began to read the book between Matthew and John and how Jesus healed the sick. Then I created a file on healing scriptures, and I began to read them again. I printed out the scriptures. And God began to show me some truths that I haven't really seen before. Like in Matthew chapter 29, verse 28 and 29, it says Jesus heals the two blind men. In verse 28, Jesus asked them, do you believe that I'm able to do this, to heal them, right? And they replied, yes, Lord. In verse 29, Jesus touched their eyes and said, according to your faith, let it be done unto you. So the two keys for them to receive their healing was that they had to believe and they had to have faith. And then another day, while I'm still studying the scriptures on healing, God told me, go read Genesis chapter 21. And I said, but Lord, all the healings that Jesus did are in the New Testament. He didn't reply. He just like, oh, okay, whatever, girl. And then so I began to read, and so I'm summarizing Genesis 21. It's the whole chapter. And it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And day one, God said, let there be light. Day two, God said, let the waters separate. Day three, God said, let the earth produce vegetation. Day 4, let the light separate. Day 5, God created the fish and the livestock. Day 6, God said, let us make man in our own image. And day 7, God rested on the seventh day and made it holy. When I finished reading that, suddenly I got like a light bulb in my head. Like revelation just came to me, like God was showing me that He was a miracle worker from the beginning, and that He created the universe, and that there was nothing He could not do for you. Nothing. And I'm like, wow, God, like, wow. So I'm all excited. So not too long after that, it was a time when Sabrina and I were taking turns teaching on Bible studies on Wednesdays. And she gave this one Wednesday, she gave the lesson. And I heard someone, she started the service, and I heard someone walking in, but I didn't turn back to see who it was. So after, she gave the lesson, and after she finished giving the Bible study, she excused everyone to go home. So everybody kind of rushed out of here, and when I got up, and I turned around, it was only Pastor and I left in the building. And so when he got up, he was bent from the waist about a 40-degree angle, walking like this. And I said, Pastor, what happened? He said, I hurt my back. I told him, one day I was reading the Bible, and suddenly the Lord told me to begin reading the scriptures on healing. And then on another day, he told me to read Genesis 1, and this light bulb went out of my head, and it's like the Lord was showing me there's nothing that he cannot do. And he said, well, pray for me, sister. So I prayed a simple prayer. I said, God, I ask you to, so by that time we were outside, and he put his hands on the truck, and I said, God, I ask you in Jesus' name, heal Pastor's back, and while you're at it, heal his lungs as well. Pastor immediately got up and said, wow. And he left home with a smile that day. Right? Thank you, Pastor. That's the miracle.
Yes.
That the Lord wants to do.